Do you know what one of the favorite foods of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was? Pumpkin. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved it, and today many of us look at simple food and say, "I do not like this. I want something better." But blessing do not come from taste. Blessing come from gratitude. Whatever the food is, it should be eaten by thanking Allah. Allah gives more. I myself did not like pumpkin, but the day I learned the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved it, my heart changed. I started eating with enthusiasm because loving what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam loved brings barakah. Eat whatever Allah has given you, be grateful, because when you thank Allah, He increases your blessing in a way you cannot imagine. The greatest peace comes the moment you stop chasing people and start seeking Allah. If life is getting harder, there is a Quranic reason behind it. And Allah tells us in the Quran, whatever difficulties strike you is because of what your own hands have earned. And Allah is never unjust to His servants. Surah Ash-Shura 42 to 30. But look at us today. We blame luck, we blame people, we blame destiny. Yet we never look at our own actions, our sins, our mistake, our disobedience. They bring darkness into our lives. Allah does not wrong anyone. We wrong ourselves. So if you want your life to change your deeds. Because when you return to Allah, hardship turns into mercy and pains turn into peace. You are leaving your door open at night. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam watched again this. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when night comes, close your door and windows, because harmful things and unseen dangerous spirit after sunset. But look at our situation today. Our houses stay open till 11, 1 even, 2 a.m. Kids are outside, doors unlocked, windows wide open, and we wonder why this harm, fear and problem. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught this for our safety, peace and protection. Close your door at sunset, because the Sunnah protects you in the way you do not even see. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbid lies, even jokes. But look at us today. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Woe to the one who lies just to make people laugh." Today we lie for fun, for views, for attention, and then wonder why our hearts feel empty. A Muslim's tongue is supposed to be clean, because Allah is still Allah. Even is spoken while laughing, even is spoken while jokes, even is spoken playfully, even is spoken entertainment. But our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made this very clear and warned us that a joking lie destroy a believer is character. Islam taught unity, but today situations are different. The purposes of all acts of worship is to establish brotherhood. That's why we go to the mosques, stand shoulder to shoulder and hug each other. But look at us today. We do not like to rub shoulder with each other. We avoid people. We have forgotten the unity that Islam taught us. If we cannot stand together in prayer, how we will ever stand together as an ummah? Allah Himself told us why we were created. So why are we living like we forgot? Allah Almighty says in the Quran, "Am I do not create jinn and humans except to worship me?" But look at condition today. We were created for worship, yet we charge the dunya more than salah. Hours pass on our phones, but a few minutes of Allah feel heavy. We remember the world, but forgot the Lord of the world. My brother and sister, because the heart find peace only when to return to Allah. Allah Himself told us why we were created. So why are we living like we forgot? Allah Almighty says in the Quran, "Am I do not create jinn and humans except to worship me?" But look at condition today. We were created for worship, yet we charge the dunya more than salah. Hours pass on our phones, but a few minutes of Allah feel heavy. We remember the world, but forgot the Lord of the world. My brother, my sister, return to your purpose, because the heart find peace only when it return to Allah. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us powerful protection after Maghrib. In Sahih Bukhari, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "When evening comes, close your door and say Bismillah." And in another narration, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "When a door is closed with the name of Allah, the devil cannot enter." But today we forget, doors remain open, lights on. We do not realize what kind of unseen things can enter. So today, before the sunset Maghrib, close your door and say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim and let the mercy of Allah guard your home from every harm. If we lied over less in obedience to Allah and the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the situation will be different. But today, situations sometimes locusts destroy crops, and sometimes flood comes, and sometimes coronavirus. This is because we have turned away from the Sharia of our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and we have forgotten Allah. Allah has forgotten us. The greatest peace comes the moment you stop chasing people and start seeking Allah. Because hearts created by Allah can never give you what only Allah provides. You can live in the most powerful country and still feel broken inside because peace is not found in land, it's found in sujood. The world teaches us how to earn, Islam teaches us why to live. And when purpose is clear, no country make you lost. Countries don't give peace. Money does not give peace. People don't give peace. Allah does. Always. If Allah took everything from you today except your iman, would you still feel rich? That answer reveals where your heart truly lies. Your risk is written, your life is written, your success is written. So do not panic. Just do your part and trust the Lord, who never forgets his servants. The Prophet Muhammad said, the best day on which the sun rises is Friday. The Prophet Muhammad told us that on Friday there is a special moment in which every dua is accepted and Allah forgive his servant more than on any other day. This is a day of mercy, a day of blessing, a day when Allah's doors are wide open. But look at us today, treat Friday like any normal day. Wasting time, forgetting Drudeba, forgetting prayer, forgetting dua. So today, stop for a moment and ask Allah for forgiveness. Because this is the day when Allah forgives hundreds, millions, even billions of people. 1 second of touch can open the door to a lifetime of regret. Our Prophet Muhammad said, it is better to touch a pig than to touch a non-mahram woman. But look at us, our condition today, touching what is forbidden became normal. But we forget a small touch can open a big door to shaitan. You should protect your touch, your gaze, your heart because touching is haram. What we was fair to touch, we now watch, share, like and call it entertainment. What became normal to people is still forbidden to Allah. Our joy is not in what others celebrate. Our joy is following the way our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even if the world celebrates what is forbidden, a believer celebrates obedience to Allah. If haram becomes normal around you, your real test begins. A believer says no, even when everyone else says yes. Do not measure yourself by what others celebrate. Measure yourself by what Allah loves. Some celebrate food, we celebrate faith. Our honor is not in eating everything, but in avoiding what Allah forbade. What others eat is their choice. What we avoid to over obedience. A believer does not follow a trend, he follows a command. Even if the world celebrates in ways we do not follow, our believers is true celebration is obedience to Allah and remembering the mercy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treated with non-Muslims with honesty, trust, and fairness. Faith is not tested when everyone agrees with you. It's tested when everyone else goes the other way. He traded with them, he trusted them, he dealt honesty. If trade is halal and intentions are clean, Islam allows it. Halal business is not about who you deal with, it's about how you deal. Islam never banned dealing with non-Muslims. He traded with them, he trusted them, he dealt honesty. If trade is halal and intentions are clean, Islam allows it. Because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam traded with non-Muslims with honesty, trust and fairness. Do not measure yourself by what others celebrate. Measure yourself by what Allah loves. What people take pride in, what Allah forbid. The believer takes pride in saying no for his sake. Your faith is tested at your neighbor's door. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam clearly commanded us to treat our neighbors with kindness and care. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said, "A believer is not the one who eats full while his neighbor is hungry." But look at us our condition today. If our neighbor is hungry, comes to us for curry, we give him 3 to 4 days old curry from our fridge. What happens if we fed our neighbors what we ate ourselves? We even ask when the trip is scheduled. Don't worry, we all get the ticket ourselves. What is rain and why do we hide from it? Allah speaks about rain many times in the Quran. He calls it about mercy, He calls it about life, He calls it about sign for those who reflect. Allah sends rain to revive to dead land, but today when rains fall, we run away from it. We complain, we hide, we call it inconvenience. And this is our situation in the mosques. When it rains in the house of Allah, we avoid it and hide. And when drops of Allah's rain falls on a person's body, they become an atonement for the person's sins. Would you eat your brother's flesh? Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbids speaking evil behind someone's back. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam compared it to eating the flesh of your dead brother. Yet today we calls it discussion, we calls it fun, we calls it truth, but Allah calls it a sin. Protect your tongue because one sentence can erase years of worship. They build nations with money and system. We were given faith and purpose. When Muslims forget Allah, they start chasing the world and lose both. Each country's restless hearts, skyscrapers touch the sky, but hearts still feel low. Money builds cities, only Allah builds peace inside a woman. When Allah is missing, you can live in the most developed country and still feel lost every night. Because a heart without Allah will search everywhere and rest nowhere. A message from dreamers. Dream of America, dream of Canada, dream of Japan, dream of Finland, dream of Switzerland, dream of anywhere. But never forget, Allah is the one who decides where you belong. What makes a nation rise? They wake up early, they respect time, they keep their word. These were Sunnah values before they became global success rules.